ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 14th, text 19. The chapter is entitled The Three Modes of Material Nature. Text 19. Nanyam gunebhyo kartarang yada drushtânupashyati गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सो अधिगच्छति। नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं यदा दृष्टानुपश्यति गुणभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति। नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं यदा दृष्टानुपश्यति गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति। नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं यदा द्रष्टानुपश्यति गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति। नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं यदा दृष्टानुपश्यति गुणभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति। नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं यदा दृष्टानुपश्यति गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति। नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं यदा दृष्टानुपश्यति गुणभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति। नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं यदा दृष्टानुपश्यति गुणभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति। नान्यं गुणेभ्यः कर्तारं यदा दृष्टानुपश्यति गुणेभ्यश्च परं वेत्ति मद्भावं सोऽधिगच्छति। वर्ड मीनिंग न नो अन्यम अदर गुणेभ्यः देन द क्वालिटीज कर्तारम परफॉर्मर यदा व्हेन दृष्टा ए सीयर अनुपश्यति sees properly गुणेभ्यः to the modes of nature cha and param transcendental vetti knows madbhavam to my spiritual nature. Saha he adhigacchati is promoted. Translation and purport by Divine Grace Abhay Charana Arvind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. When one properly sees that in all activities no other performer is at work than these modes of nature, and he knows the Supreme Lord who is transcendental to all these modes, he attains my spiritual nature. Please repeat. When one properly sees that in all activities no other performer is at work, then these modes of nature, and he knows the Supreme Lord who is transcendental to all these modes, he attains my spiritual nature. Purport. One can transcend all the activities of the modes of material nature simply by understanding them properly, by learning from the proper souls. The real spiritual master is Krishna, and he is imparting this spiritual knowledge to Arjuna. Similarly, it is from those who are fully in Krishna consciousness that one has to learn the science of activities in terms of the modes of nature. Otherwise, one's life will be misdirected. By the instructions of a spiritual master, a living entity can know of his spiritual position, his material body, his senses, how he is entrapped and how he is under the spell of the material modes of nature. He is helpless, being in the grip of these modes, but when he can see his real position, then he can attain to the transcendental platform, having the scope for spiritual life. Actually, the living entity is not the performer of different activities. He is forced to act because he is situated in a particular type of body, conducted by some particular mode of material nature. Unless one has the help of spiritual authority, he cannot understand in what position he is actually situated. With the association of a bona fide spiritual master, he can see his real position, and by such an understanding, he can become fixed in full Krishna consciousness. A man in Krishna consciousness is not controlled by the spell of the material modes of nature. It has already been stated in the 7th chapter that one who has surrendered to Krishna is relieved from the activities of material nature. For one who is able to see things as they are, the influence of material nature gradually ceases. A man in Krishna consciousness is not controlled by the spell of the material modes of nature. It has already been stated in the 7th chapter that one who has surrendered to Krishna is relieved from the activities of material nature. For one who is able to see things as they are, the influence of material nature gradually ceases. Om Ajnanatimidandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurubhe Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaham Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। नमो ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरतिशै नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। So, Srimad Bhagavad Gita discuss about 5 topics. What are the 5 topics? Ishvara, the God. Then Jiva, the living entity. Then Prakriti, the nature. Just like this chapter is deal with the 3 modes of material nature. Then it is Kala means time and karma, activity. So this particular chapter is dealing about the 3 modes of material nature. There is a Prabhupada quoted in his purport that in the 7th chapter that he mentioned that प्रकृते क्रियमाणानि गुणै कर्माणि सर्वश अहंकार विमूढ़ात्मा कर्ता अहंमिति मन्यते. Actually, everything is performed by the mode of material nature, in which a living entity is entrapped or is just entangled with is related with a mode of nature. So he is helpless to act in such a way. He cannot do anything. It is automatically is acting according to the modes of material nature with which mood he is associated. पुरुषा प्रकृतिस्थ ही भुंक्ते प्रकृतिजान गुणान कारण गुणसंगस्य सद असत जोनि जन्मसु. Krishna is telling that Purusha, there are 2 types of Purusha. One is Supreme Purusha, Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, and a living entity being part and parcel of the Krishna is sometimes also addressed as Purusha, like Kshetragya. Kshetragya, there are 2 Kshetragya. Kshetra is this body is also Kshetra, so there are 2 Kshetragya inside body sitting. Who? Soul and super soul. But living entity, the soul, he knows about this Kshetra only about this body in which he exists. But another Purusha, another Kshetragya, super soul, he knows Andantarastha Paramanu Chayantarastham. He is situating everywhere, and he knows even up to Brahmaloka, up to this any 3 planetary systems. He knows about all information about all living entities. So here he is telling the Purusha word is used for a living entity. Purusha prakrutistho hi. When a Purusha, a living entity, comes in control of material nature, bhungte prakrutyajan gunan, then he is forced to enjoy or forced to act in certain way that he is associating with the material nature. Prakrutijan gunan, karana guna sanga asya. Why is suffering or enjoying in particular way? Karana, what is the cause? Guna sanga asya, is associating a particular mode. Three modes of material: mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance. The previous verse is telling, urdhva gacchati sattvastha, madhya tisthati rajasa, jaghanya gunavritischa, adho gacchati tamasa. When one associates with the higher mode of goodness, then he promoted to the higher planetary systems. Where? The heavenly planets. There are 7 heavenly upper planets up to Brahmaloka. Actually, what is this? Brahmaloka is known as also Satyaloka. But the real, in another purport, Prabhupada told that actually Brahmaloka means the spiritual world. Brahmaloka means actually spiritual, because Brahma is there. Sometimes people addressed it as Brahmaloka, but this is actually Satyaloka, up to Satyaloka. So anyhow, the 7 planetary systems, the upper planets, the residents are considered as mood of goodness. But this mood of goodness is not like the mood of goodness in the spiritual world. That is Visuddha Sattva. This is above 3 modes of nature. That's why Krishna told to Arjuna, Triguna Visaya Veda Nistraygunya Arjuna. These 3 modes of material nature, this is the subject matter of Veda, Karma Kanda. So you go above these 3 modes of nature. Still, when we are telling that in this material world, the upper planetary systems, the residents are in mood of goodness, that is not the same level of the spiritual world. That is Visuddha Sattva, but it is Sattva, at least made. And when we are staying in this earth planet, we are which mode? Mode of passion. This human beings, in a human body means you are in the mostly, the nature is dominated in the mode of passion. Like in heavenly planets, there is telling mood of goodness. That doesn't mean that 100% mood of goodness. There are sometimes also, there is a passion and ignorance also mixed. But the 75% is there in goodness, and others there is also passion and ignorance. When we are telling we are in mood of passion, it is not 100% passion. There is also goodness and also ignorance is mixed. And the lower species, the animals, and the other the species that in the lower planetary systems, there are 7 lower planetary systems, Sutala, Tala, Vitala, like all these things. So they are in mood of ignorance. So in this way, the 3 modes are acting. This is called the illusory energy of the Krishna. Everyone. The Krishna, because Krishna gave this power to his external energy. Who? Durga. In Brahma Samhita we are telling, Sushti, Sthiti, Pralaya, Sadhana, Sakti Reka, Chaye Vajasya Bhuvanani, Vibharti Durga, Ichhanurupam Apijasya, Chachashtate Sa Govindamadi Purusam Tamahang Vajami. This creation, maintenance and destruction, all 3 powers Krishna invested with his external energy. Durga. She is Durga. Durga means what? What is the meaning by Durga? A fort having high walls, cannot cross the high walls. So like a jail. So is starting from Brahmaloka up to the or the lower planetary system, they are all, this 14 walls, they are under the control of Durga Devi. She is the jailer. Sorry, she is the, yes, she is jail superintendent. She is just. So she is definitely jail superintendent. He is controlling all persons that they are in this material world, in this. But still, just like a jail superintendent cannot allow a culprit or who is inside in jail, cannot allow her to come outside without the permission of the judge. unless he get the judgment, bring a statement of the judge that he is to now he is to subject to free from the jail. The jail superintendent, though he is the superintendent, but still she has no power to make the culprit out, who is inside jail. Same thing. Durga Devi, though he is the jail superintendent of this material world, still Krishna is telling she is not independent. Chhaya Ichhanurupam api jasya chachestate sa. Still she was working according to supreme will of the Supreme Lord. The same verse also in Bhagavad Gita told, Maya adhakhyana prakriti suyetasa characharam. She is not free. That's why Prabhupada is in his purport. He is from beginning he is starting how to, his purport he is mentioning how to overcome this external energy of the Lord. That's why telling in already in 7th chapter is mentioned in 14th verse. What is the 7th chapter 14th verse? Anyone remember? Daivi hesa gunamayi mama maya durattaya mam evoje prapadyante maya metam tarantite. Krishna is telling it is no way to overcome my external energy. The three modes of this, she is binding everyone with this the rope in her hand, rope of goodness, passion and ignorance. She is binding everyone. The higher planetary systems, those are in mood of goodness, they are also, she is also binding them. They cannot cross the wall of birth and death. They are again and again in the cycle of birth and death. No one can cross this unless he takes shelter of Krishna. She is binding, whether he is Brahma, he has to also die. One day he has to die. Jatasya dhruva mrityu. Everyone is controlled by the modes of material nature. Daivi hesa gunamai, these three modes. Mama maya, Krishna is telling this is my illusory energy, you cannot overcome it unless you take shelter. That's why telling Mam evaja prapadyante maya metam tarantite. One who takes shelter of me, then very easily he can cross over this three modes of nature. But that's why Prabhupada from beginning of his purport is telling about how to accept a spiritual master who will tell you who you are, what is your relation with God, what is you should get the knowledge about your soul, about your body, your senses. All knowledge will be give you by a spiritual master. That's why if you want to overcome this entanglement of this material nature, then you have to take shelter of a spiritual master. That is Prabhupada is starting from his purport. You must take shelter of his spiritual master. Then he can explain you who are you. Otherwise, because of you are already entangled in the three modes of nature, you cannot understand who are you. You cannot understand who are you. You are already in the grasp of this control of the modes of nature. So you yourself you cannot understand. So you need the help of a person who is a liberated soul, who is a pure devotee. So he can explain you who are you, what is your relation with Krishna, all these things. That's why Prabhupada is telling one have to take shelter of spiritual master. Just like you may be a very, very learned person, a PhD holder, so many degrees you may have, but unless you surrender to a spiritual master, you cannot get the real knowledge. That's why Sanatana Goswami, when he surrendered to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, met in Banaras, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then he first asked the question, Ke ami, kene amai, jare tapatraye. Who am I? Ke ami, and why I am getting suffered with these three kinds of miseries, threefold miseries, Adi Bhautik, Adi Daivik, and Adhyatmic places. Why I am suffering? Why my senses and mind is giving me trouble? Why I am suffering from the other living entities, like mosquito will bite you or some other living entity also giving us trouble. And why I am suffering from the supernatural powers, from the demigods. So much raining, so much there, hurricane there, so many things. So that's why he told, Gramya Vyavahare Pandita Karimani. As Sanatana Goswami told, according to the outward knowledge, or according to the mundane viewpoint of the peoples in general, they call me as a very learned person. He is a very scholarly person. Gramya Vyavahare, Gramya, the village peoples, the mundane peoples, they Pandita Karimani, they accept me a great learned Pandit. Sanatana Goswami can write or read, can understand more than 13 languages. 13, he is such a scholar. He is not only a Sanskrit scholar, he knows many other languages. And he was the Prime Minister in Hussain Shah's ruling. He is the just next to king. He is king. Actually, practically all powers are exercised by Sanatana Goswami. Hussain Shah just always engaged in conquering the, just invading, making one country to expand his own territory. He was just fighting, engaged always in fighting with other kings. But practically all the administration was done by Sanatana Goswami. And his younger brother, Rupa Goswami, he was, they are known as that time Sakar Malik and Dabir Khas. There is the Prime Minister and another was Finance Minister, Rupa Goswami. So he is telling, oh Lord, he is addressing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, oh Lord, in a mundane viewpoint, the peoples, they addressed me a great scholar, very learned person. But actually, I am fool number one. I did not know even who am I. Who am I did not know. Ke ami, why, who am I? We know this. Who know that who am I? We are sitting so many peoples. Who knows that who are you? Yes, ye news. Speak. Jivera Swarupa hai Krishnera Nitya. That is Mahaprabhu told in answer to Sanatana Goswami. Jivera Swarupa hai Krishnera Nitya Das. Then, any other address? Soul. He is telling you this. I am Jivatma. Okay, I am a soul and I am servant of Krishna. Any other identity? Dasam. That's what is any other? Part and parcel of Mama Ivangsa Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. Living entity is my part and parcel. Any other? That is the beginning. This is the beginning of spiritual life. That you know that I am part and parcel of Krishna. I am soul, I am a living entity. I am eternal servant of Krishna. Then, this is the first knowledge that spiritual master will give you. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave knowledge to Sanatana Goswami. Jivera Swarupa hai Krishnera Nitya Das. Then he told, Krishnera Tatastha Sakti. Three types of what? Power of Krishna. There is external, three types of energy. Internal potential or eternal energy in the spiritual world, Yogamaya. Then Mahamaya, the external energy is working in this material world. Then Jivatma is Tatastha. A living entity cannot be independent. In nature, he has to depend upon someone. He has to serve someone or love someone, he cannot be independent. Either he will be under the Yogamaya potency or in Mahamaya potency, either the internal energy or in external energy. The marginal energy just in middle. He always sometimes internal, sometimes external. So, which you like, you associate with which energy. Now you understand, I am a living entity, I am marginal potency of Krishna, I am part of the, so which energy you want to associate? Yogamaya. Why we are here? Because of associating with external energy. So that's why to how to make ourselves free from the clutches of external energy, we need help. Someone who is beyond the clutches of external energy, who is a liberated soul. A liberated soul, that is spiritual master. Spiritual master, a conditioned soul cannot become spiritual master. Spiritual master is a liberated soul. If someone is already his hand is bound, then how can he open you? Cannot. That's why spiritual master is a liberated soul. He is a pure devotee. That's why you have to take shelter. The Prabhupada is making point in his purport. We take shelter of a spiritual master. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadekyanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. Find a person who is a tattvadarshi. Tattvadarshi means who have seen the truth. Tattvadarshi means who have seen the truth. Then he can show you the truth. If someone has not seen the truth, how can he show you the truth? One conversation Prabhupada is telling, these foolish peoples, they told, no one has seen God. Why are you telling me you did not have seen the God? Why telling me no one has seen the God? There is also peoples, there is someone also has seen the God. Why are you telling that everyone not seen the God? No one seen the God. Spiritual master, he has contact with Krishna. He has seen Krishna. Such a person you have to search, a person who has seen the truth, who is the seer of truth, who has seen the truth. Then he can show you the truth. He can, according to your position, the spiritual master could understand. He is a spiritual teacher. We have material teacher for material knowledge. So to get the spiritual knowledge, there is also spiritual master. He knows according to our level, our standard, where we are. Then he will start how to make us free from the material nature. He could make some way, find some way. All living, though all of us, the servant of the Krishna, but still all are not capable to serve Krishna in the equal level. Just like one devotee may be serve Krishna in some way, some other devotee cannot serve in that way. He has to serve in other way. A spiritual master become very expert. Everyone is in some mode of nature, but you cannot make yourself free. You cannot totally become aloof from that mode. No, it is not possible. But a spiritual master is expert. He will engage you, your mode of that particular mode in service of Krishna. We cannot be, that is called above three modes of nature. That's why in 14th chapter, this same chapter, in forthcoming verses, Krishna is telling, Yomang abhyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samati taitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. So, that particular living entity who serves Krishna, accepting pure devotional service, then he can overcome the modes of nature, three modes of nature. Swagunan samati taitan. Even someone in the higher planetary system, they are in called in mood of goodness, but still they are the mode of they are not free from the cycle of birth and death. Still they are under the mood of goodness. They are happy. What is symptoms of a person in mood of goodness? He is always happy. He remains happy. He is not suffering. Like demigods, they are not suffered. Like we are suffering from disease. They are drinking what? Nectar. They are remaining always healthy, strong and stout. They are not become old like the peoples in this earth planet. They have only fear for what? Demons attack. Otherwise they are happy. Unless there is some war or some demon attack, otherwise they are happy. There's so much, that is called a bhoga loka. Bhoga means enjoyment. The enjoyment in the Vaikuntha planetary systems, there is the enjoyments in the heavenly planetary system, very little difference. but there is, but still in heavenly planet there is birth, then death. There are no disease, no old age in heavenly planet. Still the people shall not become old, not disease. There is Ashwini Kumar, they know, expert, very can cure any disease. But because they are drinking somaras or amrita, nectar, they become always free from diseases. But still they have fear for death. That's why they are not free. So that's why, unless even the demigods, they are sometimes plan to take birth in this Bharatavarsha, in this particular country, India, or is Bharatavarsha. Actually, before, the whole planet was known as Bharat. Prabhupada told many times, he wrote also, the whole planet actually was known as Bharatavarsha. But gradually this India is quite limited, this area as Bharata. So demigods have been thinking about to take birth in this earth planet. Why? To perform devotional service. Because this is like a junction, just like there is a big, and you want to go to some place, then in railway station you see one station is junction. From that junction you can go to different direction. See, earth planet, this is this human's body. From this body you can go to heavenly planet. From this body you can go to what? To spiritual world. You can go to the lower planetary systems, everywhere. When you get a human body, then by associating with modes of nature, or when you transcend the modes of nature, when you transcend the modes of nature, then you go to where? When you transcend the modes of nature, you become above the three modes of nature, then you go to spiritual world. When in a mood of goodness, then you go to heavenly planet, like up to Satyaloka Brahma, where Brahma is. And then when you will associate with mood of Rajaguna, mood of passion, then you will be remain in this planet again. Will be in mood of ignorance, then you go to lower planetary systems. So where you want to go? Then you would buy ticket accordingly. It is not like the Ramakrishna mission or some they ask the Jatamat Tatamat, wherever you, to whatever you chant, you go to the same place. You know, Prabhupada told these people are foolish. If you buy a ticket to Bombay, then you go to Mathura station and you sit down in the train. Then you told, where you want to go? I want to go, where? I want to go to Amritsar. It's possible? The TT will kick you out, get out. Your train is different. You go that direction. It is similarly, it does not. Krishna told in Bhagavad Gita, Janti Devavrata Devan, Pitrin Janti Pitrivrata, Bhutani Janti Bhutejya, Madhyajino Janti Apimam. Those who are worshipping the demigod, they are in mood of goodness. Then they go to the demigod planets. If someone worshipping what? Jakhira, Janti Devavrata Devan, Pitrin Janti Pitrivrata, those who are offering oblations to forefathers, worshipping forefathers, they are in mood of Rajagun, same. Like this also. So they will go to Pitrilok. Those who are worshipping ghosts, hobgoblins, sometimes people also. So they are in mood of ignorance. So they have to go to next birth also in a ghost family. The ghosts also they have their family. You can also take birth. So in this way, Janti Devavrata Devan, Pitrin Janti Pitrivrata, Bhutani Janti Bhutejya, Madhyajina Janti Apima. Those who are my devotee, those they transcend all three modes of nature. Then they come to spiritual abode, the Vaikuntha Loka or to the Goloka Vrindavan. So that's why how to transcend the three modes of nature? Krishna is telling, Yomang Abhyabhicharena Bhakti Yogena Sevate. Abhyabhicharana Bhakti. Vyabhichari Bhakti and Abhyabhichari Bhakti. There is also devotee two types. Sakama Bhakta and Niskam Bhakta. They also, the demigods are also, which type of Bhakta? They are Sakama Bhakta. They are also devotees, but they have so many material desires. Because of these material desires, they are staying in heavenly plane, but still they are devotee of Krishna. When they are in danger, then they pray, Krishna, please help us. The demons are attacking us, please help us. Then they, but the demons, when they have trouble, they not pray to Krishna. They believe on their own strength. That's why the demon, they do not surrender to Krishna. But demigods, at least when in danger, they surrender to Krishna. Otherwise, if there is no danger, then they engaged in so much in enjoyment. So, that's why the devotees, they abhyabhicharana bhakti means they have no material desire. They don't take shelter of any demigods. In India, you see so many, 33 crores demigods. Whatever they need, they want to go to some. In one day, they maybe go to a Shiva temple. That is the day for Lord Shiva. They pour some water on Shiva Linga, then they ask something. And in Mangalwar, in the Tuesday, they will go to Hanuman or some Devi. Then also, they have also. Sukha sampati ghare aave, dukkha mite. Maybe all the riches and the source of happiness may enter to my house. So in this way, they ask many siddhis also. When they pray to Hanuman, what they ask? Ashta siddhi navanidhi ke data. You can offer me Ashta siddhi, Manima, Laghima, Prapti, all these siddhis. And you can give Navadi nidhi. You make nidhi means this wealth. You can give everything. But how to please the Hanuman? Hanuman is a devotee. Hanuman is pleased with this Hanuman Chalisa. Hanuman is pleased when you do Ram Bhajan. When he sees someone is chanting Ram, he is doing bhajan of Ramchandra, then he becomes pleased. But when he is just chanting Hanuman, Dukkha, Sukha, how can Hanuman be pleased with that? This is the foolish peoples. They chant Hanuman Stotra, asking all the material benefits. He is a pure devotee, he can give you pure devotion. Lord Shiva also, a pure devotee. In one day, he can go to Lord Shiva's. But Lord Shiva gave prachetas, how to perform devotion to Krishna. He showed them the way, Rudra Gita. So, but the peoples, now they go every day, some demigod temple and ask their sense gratification. Budhwar they will go to Ganesh. Please take away our hindrances in a path of our business or something. We may earn more money. Go and then Guruvar, the Thursday is the day for Lakshmi. Shukrobar there are some Santoshi Ma, or in Bihar and Bengal there is some Anukul Baba, there is one Anukul Chandra, they are sick. Shanibar they go to Shani temple in Kokilban, there is Shani temple. Nowadays increasing, they are worshippers. And Ravivar they will pay some oblations to sun god. Please make me free from all disease. So this is Vyabhichara Bhakti. Avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate. Krishna is telling Jomang avyabhicharena. Avyabhichara means Vyabhichara means a woman who has so many husbands. It's called Vyabhicharini. But when we are also nature, we are Prakriti, we are not Purusa. Living entities. So we have only one husband. Who is that husband? Krishna. We may have a male body or female body, but actually we are Prakriti. So husband is Krishna. So you should surrender to Krishna, Sarva Dharman. He is telling Sarva Dharman Paritejya Maam Ekam Saranang Bhaja. Just take shelter of me. Then why you go to so other places to take shelter? This is Vyabhichar. And you have to follow the orders of your husband. He is telling surrender unto me. Then why you go to other demigods? Then why you ask some other things? You should believe in the words of your husband and engage in his service. That is, this is avyabhichara. Yomang avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate. Krishna is telling to follow the bhakti yoga, not other yoga. No karma, no jnana, no yoga. Bhukti, mukti, siddhikami, sakali asant, Krishna bhakta niskam, atayeva sant. Karmis, they want sense gratification, bhukti. Mukti, the Gyanis, the Mayavadis, Sajujya Mukti, they want to enter into the Brahmajyoti. Siddhi yogis, they want some siddhis. Anima, Lagima, there are 8 types of different siddhis. They want the siddhis. But what the Krishna Bhakta want? Krishna Bhakta niskam, he has no material desire. He has only desire, Tader Charana se bhi Bhakta Sanivas. Janame hoy, Eya Vilas. Life after life, I have only one desire, to stay in association of devotees and what is the purpose? To serve them. Tader Charana Sevi, you have to serve their lotus feet. That's why Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he wrote in his Saranagati bhajan, he wrote that I may remain in as a bird or as an animal, I don't mind. But, O Lord Krishna, please bless me. I may remember always you. I may engage in your pure devotional service. Pasu pakhi hoi thaki swarge ba niraye taba bhakti rahu bhakti vinoda hrudaye. He's telling I may be stay in heavenly planet or in this earth planet or any other hellish planet, I don't mind. I may be in the different species, maybe in bird species or animal species, I don't mind. But my only request, O Krishna, please may I engage in a pure devotional service. That is the only goal. If you want to become a vulture, even in a vulture, that is the lowest of all animals, so birds. But if you are like Jatayu, engage in Lord's service, what is loss? So what is loss if you become a like Jatayu? Who is perform the cremation work of? Who? Ramachandra, Lord himself. How fortunate he is. Even Garuda is a bird. In Kasa, another is crow. Who is crow? Kaka Bhusundi. One of the greatest devotee of Lord Ramachandra. He always chanting. He is still alive. Among the immortal personalities, one of them is Kaka Bhusundi. He is still chanting Ram, Ram. So he is in crows. So what is the loss if you become a crow like Kaka Bhusundi? Always engage in chanting holy name of the Ram. So if he will become a animal like a monkey like Hanuman, what is problem? Or he become a Rikhyaraj like Jambavan. So that's why a devotee don't mind, even they don't pray Krishna to take them back to Godhead. They ask only, O Lord, we may remain engaged in your devotional service. Always, wherever may be, we are. That is the goal. So that's why a spiritual master, he trained up like that. What is meaning of devotional service? How to engage in devotional service? How to understand who am I? This is the primary knowledge, that I am Jivera Swarup Hai Krishna Nitya Das. Then you gradually understand when you enter in Bhakti, when you read Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, then you come, go ahead. Then you come to the Bhava Bhakti and Prema Bhakti stage, then you understand, oh, I am in a particular rasa, rasa, there is also rasa studies, wherein I am Santa Rasa, I am Dasya Rasa, I am Sakya, or I am Vatsalya. Then you can also know what is your real position. You are Das, that is okay, service mood is in all rasas, but still you are in a particular rasa. Which rasa? Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya or Madhurya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, Chari bhave prema diya tarimu sansar. I will distribute 4 types of devotional service. Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, Madhurya. Devotees are in different categories. Murari Gupta was in which rasa? He was Hanuman in Dasya rasa. There are some devotees in Sakya, cowherd boys, like Siddham and Krishna Lila, they become Abhiram Thakur in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pastimes. There are many devotees. Sakya, they like that rasa. Some wants to Mother Sachi Jagannath, they are like Vatsalya. Jasoda Ananda. There are also Madhurya rasas, some devotees. They may be in Parakya or Sokya, like Rukmani or Satyabhama, or they may be like Gopis in Vrindavan. All living entities, they are in particular rasa, but you cannot, after you liberated, then you can understand. Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na sochati na kankhyati sama sarvesu bhutesu Madbhakti labhate param. You get bhakti from that platform. Brahma bhuta prasannatma. When you become liberated, then you gradually understand these things. So according to your standard, according to your position, a spiritual master trained up you gradually. Then you tell you who are, then finally you can understand who am I, what is my service, what is my position. So everything can be revealed to you by the mercy of spiritual master. Hare Krishna. So any question or comment? Yes. Yes.
We should take the center of our spiritual master. So we take our center of our spiritual master, and the spiritual master is guiding us how we should be in Krishna consciousness, how we should serve Krishna. So after that also we are so much entangled with this modes of material nature, we cannot come out.
Yes. So that's why a spiritual master is not a spiritual master is not under mode of material nature. He is above material nature. He is a pure devotee, he is a liberated soul. That's why he knows how to open us. We are bound. So he has to open us, our hand. That's why he will give us gradually. Adau Guru Padasraya, Sadharma Pruchha, Sadhu Marganu, Gamanam. You accept a spiritual master, then ask questions, then or he will clear your doubts, then he will show you the way how to practice spiritual and how to practice devotional service. You have to first take initiation, then you ask question, then he will reveal you how to practice devotional service. Wake up in Mangala Arati, come to Mangala Arati, chant 16 rounds, these basic things in the beginning. Follow 4 regulative principles, then gradually you will develop according to showing your advancement, then gradually spiritual master also reveal to you. Someone is in 5 class, 7 class, then you cannot understand the PhD. So in this way, it's a gradual process. Adau Saddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivrutti, Nishtha, Ruchi, Asakti, Bhava, Prem. Even Prem, above Prem, there is Prema is also platform, then above Prem is also. Prem also different platform. Bhava, Prema, then Raga, Anuraga, that's so many platforms. So this is not just we read Bhagavad Gita, we understand, we have to, this is the primary study. Prabhupada told the Bhagavad Gita is the primary study. Then after finishing your high school, then you go to graduation, that is Srimad Bhagavatam. When you finish graduation, then you go to postgraduate college, that is Chaitanya Charitamrita. And even after you want to do PhD, then you have to read Goswami literatures. Then you read Ujjal Nidamani and so many things they wrote. Vilapa Kusumanjali, so many books, the Goswami literatures. That by mistake sometimes we start from Goswami literature. This is wrong. This is wrong. That's why you have to go. Prabhupada gave us the process. Go step by step. Unless you become a graduate, how can you make PhD? It's not possible. Okay? Hare Krishna.